Welcome to all. In this video, we will discuss about embryo culture. Embryo is the miniature sporophyte resulting from the fertilized egg or zygote. The separation of embryo from the maternal tissues and cultures in vitro under aseptic condition is called embryo culture. Hanning in 1904 first cultured mature embryos of Raphanus and conifers. Liebeck in 1925 and 29 crossed Linum perenniae and Linum australium but got poor seeds without any germinability. He excised the embryos and cultured in filter paper dipped with sucrose solution and get more germinability and successfully recovered the hybrids. The embryo culture method offers new refined ways to characterize the development of the embryo. Isolation of embryo for in vitro culture. Surface sterilization of the entire ovule followed by dissecting the embryo under aseptic condition is generally followed. The mature embryos can be isolated by splitting open the seeds. Seeds with hard seed coat are dissected after soaking them in water for overnight or 5 to 6 hours. The embryo is isolated from miniature seeds is done under a dissecting microscope on a sterilized slide. In orchids, the entire seed is considered as embryo since they lack the endosperm. The purpose or types of embryo culture. In general, embryo culture is practiced in two types or two purposes. First one is embryo rescue. This refers the in vitro culture of immature embryos from unripe seeds to avoid the loss of viable plants due to embryo abortion in the field condition. Second one is culture of mature embryos derived from mature seeds. Seeds having dormancy problems and poor or no germinability are regenerated by this process. Now we will see the factors influencing embryo culture. First one is variations in the genotype among the plants. Different optimization is required in such conditions. Second one is developmental stages of the somatic embryo. Culturing too early stage of embryo is a little bit difficult than mature embryo. To culture very young embryo successfully, the embryo of a particular species is implanted in the endosperm from another seed of the same species, and this process is termed as embryo nurse endosperm transplant technique. Hardium Sequel hybrids are recovered by this process and get up to 30 to 40% of the germination compared to 1% without implantation. And the third one is growth conditions of the mother plant. The mother plants should be in healthy environment, and the explant obtained from healthy environment respond better than sick environment. And fourth one is composition of the nutrient medium. The nutrient medium composition as like sucrose as well as growth hormones significantly influence the embryo response in this process. And light and temperature in the culture room also affect the embryogenesis process. In general, the media is categorized as post-germinal and pre-germinal types. In case of pre-germinal, the embryo culture requires a complex nutrient medium. Refinement and more modifications of the nutrient medium is necessary here to optimize successful medium. Second one is post-germinal medium. Here embryos are cultured with less complex medium, or even with simple sucrose or glucose solution is sufficient for the regeneration. And embryo development underwent two phases. First one is heterotrophic phase. Here the embryo draws its nutrients from the endosperm and the surrounding maternal tissues. Second one is autotrophic phase. Here embryo is metabolically capable of synthesizing substances required for the growth. In addition, the substance casein hydrolysate, an amino acid complex widely used in the embryo culture medium for good response. Organic additives such as milk, tomato juice, banana extracts and coconut water extract also used for high responsiveness of embryo culture. And many cases auxins are not used since auxins have negative effect in the embryo culture. And seventh factor is presence of suspensor cells along with embryo. The suspensor cells are supporting cells connecting endosperm and embryo to promote the growth of the embryo in natural conditions. They will degenerate in later stages of growth. Mostly embryos cultured without the suspensor showed lesser survival and maximum necrosis and reducing the frequency of plantlet formation. Hence, Embryo culture performed along with suspensor cells are more advisable. Now we will see some of the applications of embryo culture. So the key application of embryo culture is embryo rescue to regenerate plants from wide crosses or distant hybrids in which the death of the embryo or the endosperm or the surrounding maternal tissue leads to embryo abortion. Embryo rescue techniques recover such hybrids, and some of the examples like Hardium, Sequel hybrids are recovered by embryo rescue technique. Another process called embryo implantation used in embryo rescue technique. This is proposed by Pizarro and Vinogradova in 1944. The medium formulated for the embryos of the one hybrid may not be suitable for other. To overcome this constraint, the hybrid embryos are excised and embedded or implanted in the normal endosperm so that the recovery rate will be much higher. The scientist Cruz in 1974 rescued Hardium tritical hybrids by placing in the endosperm of Hardium and placed in the culture medium. Second application is production of haploid plants or monoploid plants through the bulbosome elimination techniques. During the zygote development of interspecific cross Hardium vulgare and Hardium bulbase, the chromosomes of Hardium bulbosome are eliminated from the cells of the developing embryo. Thus, the endosperm starts developing and then degenerate. At this stage, the embryonic cells harbor only one set of Hardium vulgare genome, that is in haploid condition. These smaller haploid embryos with little endosperm are dissected and cultured in vitro to produce the haploid plant. This technique is called bulbosome technique or bulbosome elimination technique for the production of haploid plants. And the third application of embryo culture is breaking the seed dormancy. The presence of endogenous inhibitors, lesser length, high temperature, storage condition, and poor maturity of the embryo may affect the germination. These problems may be solved by in vitro embryo culture. This is adopted in iris, ilex, and several other species. Another fourth advantage or application is shortening the breeding cycle. Here, as an example, the rose generally take about a year to flower and 2 to 3 months to form the seeds. So this will take long time for the breeders to get seeds for breeding programs. Whereas in vitro embryo culture plants flowers in 2 to 3 months. So this will greatly shorten the period up to 1 year per generation. In another case, in weeping crab apple, Maluso, in vitro seed culture produce seedlings in 4 months, whereas seeds sown in soil will take at least 9 months to germinate. Another application is combining the embryo culture and backcrossing in gene transfer. The embryo culture is viable technique for the resynthesizing of some of the plant hybrids. For example, the Brassica napus has been resynthesized from the cross Brassica campestris, Brassica oleracea using embryo culture. Scientist Quasi in 1998 backcrossed the resynthesized Brassica napus having chromosome number 2n38 to Brassica campestris with 2n20 so that the genes from the Brassica oleracea can be transferred to Brassica campestris. He got a line which is resistant to garbage aphid insects from such a backcross process. Another scientist Milanova et al. In 1991 produced cytoplasmically male sterlines in tobacco plants from the Nicotiana africana Nicotiana tobacco crosses. Thank you.